Join us all, CBM community around the world. Join us all, so excited for the Bonnie Show. Campers, staff, and families too. Feels like I'm right here with you. Under your amazing roof, your amazing roof. Show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Camp Barney Minutes. This is Michael Drucker coming to you live from under our amazing roof on the 540 acres of Camp Barney in Cleveland, Georgia. I am thrilled to be joined by a very special co-host tonight, Tal Alfasy, who is under her amazing roof in Beersheba, Israel. Good evening, Tal. How are you tonight?
I'm great, Michael. How are you?
I am so excited that you joined us all the way from Israel tonight. Thank you very much for doing that.
Thank you for inviting me.
Please share with everyone what brought you to Camp Barney in 2017 and what keeps you coming back.
So in 2017, I just got out of the army, and I just wanted to get to know Jewish community around the world, maybe get to know myself a little bit after finishing the army. And I think what makes me come back is that I just found like family and home, and I don't know, it just makes sense coming back home every year.
Well, that describes Camp Barney very well, as you know. Family and home. That's really the crux of what happens at Camp Barney. So we're glad that you feel that way, and we're glad that you've been coming back for so many years, besides performing several times already this summer under your amazing roof with your fellow Israeli song leaders, Dedi Paz and Matan Agami. Can you tell us how you have kept busy during the COVID-19 pandemic?
So I've been studying at school. It's my first year, and I'm studying psychology and education. And so I've been pretty busy studying, and I work as a fitness trainer. And I just did all my workouts through Zoom, and actually got some people from camp joining to my workout. So it was really cool, and I love that I had the opportunity to see them too.
Well, I know you have a passion for fitness and the outdoors, and I see your posts on Facebook all the time, and it inspires a lot of people to get out there and enjoy getting fit and being outdoors. What inspired this passion?
I think what inspires me is I love working with people and feeling like seeing someone going through, I don't know, like progress and changing and getting better and getting healthier. And my grandma wasn't so healthy and didn't know that much about health and about nutrition and about working out as much as I do. And I just love that the fact that now I know a lot of stuff, and I just want to let other people know it and help other people be healthy and, I don't know, be safe and live long. And also it's just like you have good music, you jump, you smile, you have fun with people. I love this job.
Well, it's clear. I mean, you're very motivating, and your smile is very welcoming and warm. And I know you've inspired a lot of people like that. So keep up that great work. You and Nitzan Strasnow, our last year's assistant director at Arts and Crafts, recently got involved with a program through the Jewish Agency, the agency responsible for all of the amazing Israeli shlichim that work at Camp Barney every summer. Can you tell us why you got involved in this program?
So I was supposed to lead a group of the new shlichim that were supposed to come to camp this summer and didn't get the chance. But so the second the Jewish Agency told me we can do something else and be in touch with camp, I was very excited. And Nitzan and I were trying to get ideas, and we thought about something really cool. It's going to be next week. And just being in touch with camp and feeling a little bit closer makes it just like, I just knew I want to do it.
Well, as you know, you and many other Israeli staff members have really formed bonds at camp that will last forever. And the fact that you performed with the song leaders earlier this summer and throughout the summer has been great, but taking on some additional roles and this exciting activity that's going to happen next week that we're going to talk about in a second, I think it's awesome that you continue to give back to camp. So thank you for that. Well, I'm going to ruin the secret. Israel Day is one of the most Israel Day. It's one of the most impactful days at Camp Barney each summer, where campers participate in activities inspired by Israel, learn things about Israel that are meaningful to the Israeli staff, and eat falafel and other delicious Israeli treats. I know you, Nitzan, and other Israeli staff are planning a virtual Israel Day for the Camp Barney community next week. Can you share some details about what you are doing?
Yes, so I'm not going to tell you everything, but I'm telling you, you're going to sing, you're going to dance, and you're going to eat something really good. It's not going to be falafel, but it's going to be good. So you're going to get all the ingredients you need, and we're going to make it together. It's going to be really cool, and make something a little bit arts and crafts. Simple, but really nice. And I don't know, I just love Israel Day. I think it's just like a day when everyone's happy. It feels like a holiday at camp. So I hope we're gonna feel it together. Even we're far, we're gonna feel the same vibe together again.
Tal, Camp Barney's virtual Israel Day sounds amazing. I can't wait to participate next Tuesday all day. We are now going to share a video that you and some of the Israeli staff prepared to get everyone excited for Israel Day.
Yeah, I think you should get up for this now. Like you at home.
Okay.
שום דבר אני הבן אדם, את זה אני יודע, מכוון רחוק, לפעמים פוגע, אני בחור פשוט, זה אני קליל, שאני לבד אז אני מחלל בחליל.
No.
היידה,
I think it is time to move on with the show. And since you are performing next, I am going to introduce our first guest of the night. We are so excited to bring this trio back as they have been performing regularly on Under Your Amazing Roof this summer. Please join me as we welcome all the way from Israel, Dedi Paz, Matanagami, and of course our wonderful co-host tonight, Tal Alfasy, who will be continuing our top 10 countdown that they usually perform on the final night of Camp Beat session. Make sure you tune in next week for the #1 song of the summer. Take it away.
Hi guys! Welcome back. Third part of the top 10. Alright, so at number 10, that's from like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So that's a quick reminder. We love it from the chapel. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Number 9. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Number 8. For this one, but it goes like this. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. That was Tommy Walker 2 weeks ago.
Thank you, Tommy.
Week.
Number 6 now.
What is number 6? What was it?
Oh, number 6. It was this one. Ready?
Yes, very much. Sweet home Alabama, roll tide roll, where the skies are so blue. Woo! Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you.
Number 5 was
different guys.
Yes, but this is the acoustic version.
Acoustic version. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long. Sure. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
That was number 5, which brings us to this week. And this week at number 4, connected with number 3, so it's gonna be 2 for the price of 1. Yes. Let's do it. Ready?
Yes, we are.
Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became a summer. Who would believe you'd come along?
Ready? Let's hear you.
Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined seems so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurting runs off my shoulder, how can I hurt when holding you?
Get ready, let's hear you.
Hand, touching hand, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would.
One more time, let's do it one more time. Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now I'm someday the diamond.
Number 3.
Some doors are open, some roads are blocked, some down are golden, then fade away. And if I never do nothing, really next someday, 'cause you got a heart so big, and it could crush this town, and I can hold on forever, even walls fall down. You got a heart so big, and it could crush this town, and I can hold on forever, even walls fall down. All around the island, there's a barricade, keeps out the danger, holds in the pain. Oh, someone's around there. Part of me is ocean, part of me is sky, 'cause you got a heart so big that it could crush this town, and I can hold on forever, even walls fall down. You got a heart so big that it could crush this town, and I can hold on forever, even walls fall down. Woo! Yeah!
I love this song.
Wow.
At number 2, we have a great song. You always scream, guys, play for us. This one. So we have good friends of ours. We're gonna play this song for you because we need drums and we're out here and we don't have
Who
drums.
are they?
You know what? You'll see in a
Okay.
second. Take it, guys. It's yours.
Ready for this?
Yes, Daddy, we're ready.
We need the sunshine out of the falling rain. We need a hope for you tomorrow. Feel like one more time. We need the sunshine out of the falling rain. We need a hope for you tomorrow. Feel
we would now like to welcome Stephen Rubin to Under Your Amazing Roof. Stephen, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good. I hope that everyone is healthy and safe in these weird times that we live in now. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. What have you been doing lately? What have been keeping you busy at home or school?
Yeah. So I guess obviously like everyone, I wish I was at camp. But in the meantime, I signed up for some classes. So I've been getting ahead. I study biochemistry, so I have to take a lot of hard classes. So it was good to get ahead. I've also been swimming in my pool, and I played a ton of golf. But yeah, so I've been keeping myself kind of busy.
That sounds so much fun. And what did you do at camp last year, and how long have you been coming to camp?
Yeah, so this year would have been my 12th summer at camp. Last year I was a hovering counselor, and for those who don't know, maybe out there, hovering is for 12-year-old campers. This year I was going to be a unit head, which was really exciting too.
That sounds great. What was your fondest memory of being a camper at Camp Barney?
It's interesting. So I know a lot of people have like big things as their memories, like their solo or their appy and so on. I think for me, it's more about the little things, just all the times that I spent hanging around with my cabin, just messing around with my friends. I think, all those times are really valuable. So I kind of like the little things.
I like that. Well, if you've been on staff, how do you believe you've impacted campers or campers have impacted you?
Yeah, I love the way you asked that. It's definitely a two-way street. I know, my campers have definitely impacted me. Just having the opportunity to be there for them and to learn from them and get to know them has definitely made me a better person. But as for them, I just try and be a really positive role model for them, and just show them how to be the best people that they can be, and hopefully I help make them better people as well.
I love that. I can really relate how they impact you and how much you learn from campers. Love it. Okay, and can you share with us why you came up with the concept of Camp Barney Jeopardy and what it took to put together the show?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, we've all been stuck at home for several months now with the pandemic. And I know one day I was just kind of watching Jeopardy. It was probably right around the time the camp kind of made their big announcement that they were going to go virtual. And I just kind of thought, like, wait a minute, like, what if we turn that into something related to camp? And so basically, what we ended up doing is we're going to do a live Jeopardy show. It's going to be this coming Wednesday. And it's basically going to be with a bunch of really awesome families and current campers, but also with some really awesome alumni and current staff. So it's really cool. But also, we have a bunch of guest questions as well. I believe you're doing one, Tal. So I'm excited for that as well. And we'll have a halftime show as well. So definitely stick around. It should be a really fun evening. I'm really excited for it. And I hope that you guys are too.
That sounds so great. Can anyone participate?
Of course, that's the most important part. So yes, anyone can participate. That means you sitting on your couch over there. I'm watching you. I know you can participate too. So basically, the way that it's going to work is, so we're going to be live streaming it. It's going to be completely live on Facebook. And basically what it's going to be is we are going to have this thing called the Facebook Live Tracker. And basically what it is so in the comments, if you know the answer to a question, type it in. If the audience gets the answer, then we will add the points to the Facebook tracker. Plus, Emily Shapiro is going to be our Facebook Live correspondent. And we're going to cut to her in between questions, and she's going to give shout outs to everybody who got it right. So if you want to answer, you can get a shout out and you can earn points for Team Facebook Live. So we're really excited. We hope a bunch of people participate from home, because the more people that participate, the more fun the night's going to be.
Exactly. I understand that you have a sample of questions for us tonight. Would you mind sharing it?
Yeah, absolutely. So the sample question is, when Alufim goes on 3-day, they go whitewater rafting at this location. So leave your answers in the comments, and I will see you this coming Wednesday for CBM Jeopardy.
Thank you very much. I know everyone is excited, and thank you for all the work you put up for this. And I really enjoyed speaking with you tonight.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our next guest to Under Your Amazing Roof. Please join me in welcoming Jonny Kleinman to the show. Good evening, Jonny. How are you doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I am so excited to have you as one of our guests. We've been looking forward to this all summer, so I'm really thrilled that you were able to join us tonight. Will you mind sharing with everyone how long you were at camp? I think that's always really great to know kind of someone's history at Camp Barney.
Yeah. I started in 1998 in Kokavim, and my last year was 2013.
And then I know you've kind of come back a few times since then. Tell people what you've done since you were kind of formally no longer on staff, but you still had an affinity to camp.
Yeah, one summer I went as a visiting artist, and I guess like the goal there was to create a field guide for Camp Barney. So that was fun because like as a grad student at Alabama studying the woods, I'll take plants and press them so I can identify them later. And we did that for camp. And then something we're going to talk about later, which was a fun memory. I did a Bluegrass session for like the whole JIT unit, which was exhilarating. It was really fun.
I'm curious, did your desire or passion to be a part of kind of the forestry program at Alabama, or just pursuing a career in forestry, did that start at camp?
I was definitely, so camp absolutely was like the main inspiration. I think in school, science classes were just any other classes. You know, I wasn't more interested in those than I was in creative writing or something, or just literature. But just like having fun with my friends in the woods, and then being on nature staff, we had like in the shack, there's like a couple shelves of books, field guides, and just references. And I think it was that and those hands-on experiences that really, when I went to college, it was like, oh yeah, I definitely want to study ecology. And then I got to come back to camp and then kind of see it in real life. So it really was like a hands-on introduction to nature, right? So that really was the big driver there.
So I know you mentioned that playing Bluegrass for the Jits was really a great memory. That was after you were on staff. You were at camp, you said, from 1998 to 2013, I think. Do you have any, I know you probably have lots of fond memories of camp, but is there any one that sticks out to you?
No, there's not. There's not one. Like, you'd have to pick a year or like a location of camp.
Looking back at all of your experiences at camp, what did camp teach you about yourself?
Well, there was the nature stuff, the interest in ecology, and then again the Bluegrass was huge. So I was inspired by that's another memory. I remember when I was in SIT and being in the nature shack once, and they like started a drum circle. They were just like playing with brooms and buckets, and it was just tribal, and that just was so cool. And anyway, so part of that same staff, like Adam Levison and Jeremy and Harris, they played Bluegrass, and I guess, introduced me to the Jerry Garcia, David Grisman, Bluegrass stuff. And then one year I went to camp with like a binder called Bluegrass Songs to Learn this summer. And then Dave was my boss, and he scheduled me for a bunch of bluegrass sessions. And then I memorized those songs. So anyway, fast forward, then come personal life again, back in college and stuff. Like, I knew these songs super well from singing them with the campers, and that had a huge impact on my life. Now playing music is really like my main form of, like, my main social life. You know, if I want to meet people or something, I can go to open jams, and camp, yeah, was a big driver of that.
All very cool. Thank you for that. As you alluded to earlier, one of the things we wanted to highlight tonight is the upcoming virtual bluegrass session that you are going to lead with Jaron Mendel, who you mentioned, and some of your friends. Can you tell us a little about your connection with Jaron?
Yeah. So my first solid memories of Jaron are that summer when I came back to do the field guide. But I suppose we met before that, maybe when he was like a SIT or a camper. Either way, he had definitely sat in on some of those bluegrass sessions that changed my life. And I guess he liked it. So then when he was head or assistant head of nature, he kept that going, and he played those tunes. And it's really been so fun, because when we had our initial meeting about it, like, the songs he was playing were a lot of the songs that I was playing too, but he put his own spin on it. And again, I got that from the guys before me. So bluegrass is only tangentially related to nature, but for whatever reason, that there's like a thread of continuity of nature, bluegrass players. And yeah, I mean, gosh. And then recently, Jaron, what a great guy. Like, it's really been like a highlight. Like, this morning I woke up and saw a video he sent, just put the biggest smile on my face. He's got really good energy, and it's been really fun collaborating on that.
We're super excited to hear you and Jaron perform together with some of your friends. For everyone watching tonight, the Bluegrass session is scheduled for next Thursday at 8 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Please join Jonny, Jaron, and friends for some good old bluegrass fun. So Jonny, I know you have one more thing that you would like to share with us tonight. Please go right ahead.
Yeah, please enjoy this sneak peek of a bluegrass tune, which is especially pertinent this summer as we are getting together virtually, and not in the woods. It's called There Ain't No Bugs on Me. And joining me is Jaron on the guitar and Isabella on the fiddle, which is a little bit different than violin. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Oh, there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There might be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me.
Junie bug comes in the month of June. Lightning bug comes in May. Bed bug comes just any old time. We're not gonna stay.
Oh, there ain't no bugs on me.
There ain't no bugs on me. There might be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. Little bugs have littler bugs on their backs to bite them. Little bugs of littler bugs, and so I infinite them. Oh, there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There might be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. Peanut sitting on a railroad track, his heart was all aflutter. Along came a train down the track into
Peanut butter. Oh, there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me.
There might be bugs on some of you mugs,
But there ain't no bugs on me.
bullfrog sitting on a lily pad, looking up at
at the sky. Lily pad broke and the frog fell in. He got water in his eyeball. There ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. Maybe bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no flies on me. There ain't no flies on me. There may be flies on some of you guys, but there ain't no flies on me. There ain't no squirrels on me. There ain't no squirrels on me. Maybe squirrels on some of you girls, but there ain't no squirrels on me. Oh, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? Oh, there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. Maybe bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me.
Jonny, thank you so much for your time tonight. Do you have anything else you would like to share before we move on with the rest of the show?
No. When you were saying that, I wanted to be like, all right, now let's get a yeehaw.
You can go ahead. I'd love to hear a yeehaw tonight from you.
Oh man, we need to think more about it for the audience participation. But yeah, thanks so much for having me. This has really been wonderful. I love the camp community so much, and this is I'm really grateful to get to do this. Thank you.
Well, thank you for giving back to us this summer. Very much appreciate that on behalf of everyone. We are very excited for next Thursday's Bluegrass session. Have a great night, Jonny.
Yeah, you too.
We have now arrived at a very special segment of our show. This week is a very special week. Is it special for you, Hannah Hain?
No.
Is it special for you, Ryan Vogel?
No.
Is it special for you, Tara Murray?
No.
Well, this week is a very special week for these very special people. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating a birthday this week. Please join us as we celebrate these very special people and their very special birthdays, Camp Barney style. We hope everyone enjoyed the activities that took place last week on Camp Barney's Facebook page, including learning how to make blintzes with Wendy and Meredith from the Old City Kitchen, exploring nature with Eleanor from our nature staff, and the color war activities that many of you participated in. It is now time to share some activities that will be taking place on Camp Barney's Facebook page and YouTube channel the remainder of this week and next week that you can participate in from home. Visit the Camp Barney website and click on the Summer 2020 information link for all the information you need for Summer 2020. There you can check out our weekly activity guide full of great activities with instructions and discussion questions for you to share with your family. Each activity guide is focused on a theme, and this week's theme is gratitude. Immediately following tonight's show, join Adam Cohen, Michelle Krebs-Levy, and some more Camp Barney alumni for CBM Trivia.
Hey guys, my name is Adam Cohen.
And I'm Michelle Krebs. We both went to camp for many, many summers, and we love Camp Barney just as much as you do.
Tonight, right after this episode of Under Your Amazing Roof, head back to the CBM Facebook page to find a link to CBM Live online trivia.
You can watch from home and comment on Facebook, but you can also play along. We'll post a link when we begin, so you can play online with us. You'll be able to join an existing team or play on your own.
We'll also be joined by some special surprise guests. So please enjoy the rest of tonight's episode and then stick around for CBM Trivia to see who might show up and who knows the most about our summer place.
Tomorrow night at 7 p.m., join us as we close out the week with Friday Night Shabbat with Camp Barney featuring the musical talents of Matt Waldman. We've got lots of great videos coming out this week on Facebook and YouTube. On Sunday at 2 p.m., check out the final Nature Exploration with Eleanor video to learn about ways that you and your family can explore and appreciate the outdoors. On Monday at 2 p.m., Wendy Fox and Meredith Hegarty are back from the Old City Kitchen with one more great recipe for the summer, Israeli-style sweet potato ravioli. All day on Tuesday, it's Israel Day. Tal and Nitzan will be bringing you great videos from Israel with the help of many of our Israeli staff from years past. Make sure you check it out. On Wednesday at 8 p.m., join Stephen Rubin for a live game of Jeopardy with many Camp Barney legends from the past and present. Don't forget that audience members can play too. Next Thursday at 8 p.m., remember to join Jaron Mendel, Jonny Kleinman, and friends for their very entertaining Bluegrass session. And tune in next Saturday night, July 25th, for what will be a memorable final night of our virtual programming for summer 2020. At 8 p.m., we will be airing our final episode of Under Your Amazing Roof on Facebook Live and YouTube, featuring a special Havdalah service to conclude Shabbat, led by Adam Cohen and Michelle Cribbs-Levy of 6 Degrees of Camp Barney Minutes and CBM Trivia fame.
Well, that concludes our 5th and penultimate episode of Under Your Amazing Roof. We hope you enjoyed the show and that you will participate in many activities we have on tap next week.
I would first like to thank our fabulous co-host tonight, Tal Alfasy, our extremely talented Israeli staff, our guests, Dedi Paz, Matanagami, and the aforementioned Tal Alfasy, Stephen Rubin, Jonny Kleinman, that magnificent Jody Goldberg for all of her work on our weekly activity guides, Hannah Hain, Ryan Vogel, and Tara Murray, our producers Dave Weinberg and Emily Shapiro, and our director Jim Mittenthal.
And for Michael Jerker, this is Tal Alfasy wishing you a good night from under our amazing roof on the 540 acres of Camp Barney in Cleveland and under my amazing roof in Beersheba.